Buy low, sell high. That's the idea. Hey, there are no guarantees here, but when stocks go down, that's when I start to get interested, and I hope you do as well. This is looking at the markets, and we're going to be using TrendSpider.com and their awesome charts today to help us decide if these stocks that I'll show you today are low enough to consider. And we're going to use a couple of different indicators, and you can find these indicators and a lot more features on TrendSpider.com. You can click on the link in the description below this video to get their awesome charting tools. So we're going to use the Bollinger Bands on the standard settings, which is 20 period moving average in the middle, simple moving average for the midline for the Bollinger Bands right here, and then 2 standard deviations above and below for the upper and lower Bollinger Bands. Then for the RSI Relative Strength Index, we'll use the standard settings on TrendSpider.com, where it is a 14 period or 14-day look-back period because these are daily candlestick charts. And under 30 is considered oversold, over 70 is considered overbought, and 50 is the midline. Okay, so let's take a look at Campbell Soup CPB stock first of all. I like where this is. Again, it's all about the buy low and hopefully sell it higher, but you got to wait until stocks go down. This one, consumer defensive type of stock, CPB, Campbell Soup, is down. It rode that lower band and then it went down again. Okay, anything could happen. Just because it's at the lower band doesn't mean that you necessarily want to buy it immediately, because it could always go lower. But now we have some confirmation. Okay, we've got it touching the lower band and then going sideways. But also look at the RSI, 25.70 on the RSI, Relative Strength Index. It is below that 30 level for oversold. So I like where it is, okay? And it's not still falling like a rock. It's not, here, that's a big gap down, and it didn't just keep on going down. At least it's kind of going sideways now. So I like this one. I do. Of course, you don't want to buy something just because somebody in a video mentions it. You want to make your own decisions. Do your own due diligence always. Here is another consumer defensive products type of stock, Kraft Heinz, KHC stock. So this one is kind of bouncing off of that lower Bollinger Band, coming down to it again. What about the RSI? Does it confirm that it's oversold? 28.43. Yes, it is. So this one, yeah, you got a couple of nasty red candles in a row, though. So it is falling, and you may want to wait until it starts to curl up a little bit, maybe come back up above 30 on the RSI. That's an idea for a possible trade to consider. Let's take a look at Moderna, mRNA stock. And this one, okay, this one has bounced off of the lower Bollinger Band over here, bounced off of it again over here, came down to it. Yeah, 3 red candles in a row. I get it. Okay, if you want to get out of the way, that's fine. Wait for it to bounce. What about the RSI? Almost 39 on the RSI. Not low enough, probably. Yeah, I want to see this go lower, believe it or not. It's down. I like the fact that mRNA Moderna stock is down. Buy low, right? But those red candles are looking a little nasty, and I want to see it go a little bit lower. So I'm going to be patient. Patience is key here. First, Majestic Silver. That is AG stock. Yeah, this one is nice and low. It's where I like it. This thing, whenever it goes down, I really start to look at AG stock, First Majestic Silver. And I get interested in it. And so this is at the lower Bollinger Band, okay, and then 24.92, around 25 on the RSI. This is looking really good to me. And if you like silver, this is one way to trade the silver market. DIS, Disney stock. This thing could go a little lower. It's not at the lower Bollinger Band yet. It's getting close. And it's not where I want it to be on the RSI quite yet. 37.65 on the Relative Strength Index for DIS Disney stock. And so I'm watching it. Okay. Notice how it's respecting those Bollinger Bands sometimes, though. I mean, just bouncing like a pinball off of the lower and upper bands there. Doesn't always happen like that, but it is an interesting coincidence. Or is it a coincidence? I don't know. I'll let you decide. Advanced Auto Parts, AAP. Advanced Auto Parts. AAP stock, this is an interesting one. Doesn't look like a falling rock right now. It's going sideways. I like that. It's not the lower band, but look at how wide the Bollinger Bands have gotten, the upper and lower bands are really wide now. So yeah, it's a little bit distorted there. It's hard to really tell what's going on with the bands because they're so far apart. That means that there was volatility recently is what that means. And yes, there was when AAP stock dropped not long ago. So I'm going to use the RSI as a maybe less distorted gauge here. And so if you look at the RSI for AAP stock, 24.37, nice. It went way down and starting to come back up because things are calming down. This one's looking really good. I like it. So far I like Campbell Soup, First Majestic Silver, and Advanced Auto Parts. GROY, Gold Royalty Corp. GROY stock. If you like gold, this is an interesting way to play the gold market. I like it. This is down to a price that I like quite a bit. It's a very affordable stock too. So, and look at the RSI, 26.78 on the relative strength index, down, 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 and starting to curl back up a little bit on the RSI. Yeah, looking good. I like it. But then bear in mind, I like gold and I like silver, and I like finding different ways to play those markets. And this is one way to do it. CGC, Canopy Growth Corp. This one has just been going down relentlessly. I've talked about this one before, and I don't see any real bounce points here. With pretty much every other chart I showed you today so far, it at least bounced somewhere. Bounced off of the lower band and came back up. This one had little bounces, but couldn't even get past the midline. Look at that. That midline there, the 20-period simple moving average in the middle Bollinger Band, this has been resistance for a long, long time on the daily candlestick chart. And so the RSI is 19.67, but I want to see some signs of life on CGC stock before I even really consider it. And AT&T. T is the ticker symbol for the stock. See, at least this one seems to have some support at some points with the Bollinger Bands. It doesn't just keep going down, down, down. It is on a downtrend, AT&T stock. I do want to see it go down more. The RSI is telling me that it's not quite oversold yet, 38.87 on the RSI. And look at the Bollinger Bands. It's closer to the middle than the bottom. Yeah, so just because the overall trend is down doesn't necessarily mean it's low enough to buy. I mean, that's a decision you have to make, but I'm using indicators to help me today. And Okta stock. Yeah, Okta stock went up too far and it came down. So that's possibly a healthy correction. Look how it bounced right off of the lower Bollinger Band. Coincidence? I don't know. I'll let you decide. It can go lower. Also on the RSI, 38.87. Not quite where I want it to be. Both on the Bollinger Bands and the RSI. It can go lower. So, GROY stock, Gold Royalty Corp, AG, First Majestic Silver, Campbell Soup. I mean, there's some possibilities out there if you're willing to give them a chance. Yeah. So, and also Advanced Auto Parts. I like that one, AAP. So if you want to get these tools that I've been using and many more tools as well, you want to click on the link in the description below this video for trendspider.com. Yeah, these charts are pretty cool and customizable, and I think you're going to like them. So be careful out there. Use these tools to your advantage and make your own decisions at the end of the day. So thank you so much for watching and listening. I will talk to you again soon.